Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on NEOM, Neo Media Technologies Incorporated. Just my disclaimer up front, this is going to be focused solely on the weekly chart. So if you're a day trader and you only use a 5 minute and 1 minute chart, you probably won't find too much use with this video. But from my impressions and glancing through the Investors Hub board and so forth, it seems like the majority of people are in this for more of a longer term hold. So I wanted to get this up here because I've received quite a few requests from longer term shareholders saying, well, yeah, these 60-minute charts and daily charts are nice, but what about the weekly chart for someone like me that's wanting to hold long term? So that's where the focus on this one's going to be. And I'll say the weekly chart is looking good, especially when you look at it since January of this year, where we had the move up, and then the price really just kind of drifted downwards for 5 6 months or so, and it's finally started to show some signs of life again, which is always encouraging. So what I want to do here is kind of break things down and go over what the chart's looking like now for the past month, I guess. It's been showing signs of life. And another just quick disclaimer, real quick, for people that aren't familiar with charts. Today is Tuesday, so this candle is not final yet. There are still 3 more days this week that could affect the shape of this candle, so it could explode upwards and close the week up here. At the same time, it could go down or just go sideways. But the point being, this candle will more than likely change shape over the next 3 days, because this is a weekly chart, meaning each one of these candles contains 5 days worth of trading action, or 1 week. Obviously, some weeks only have 4 trading days, but it is 1 week worth of price action, so this candle still has the potential to change. But what I don't really care about this one candle here. I care more about the overall shapes and price reaction. And like I had pointed out, there is just this slow drift downwards that was finally broken back a few weeks ago on good volume, so that's what you want to see. And from there, the chart has started to bottom out. Now, the first thing to note here, and this is great from just a technical analysis standpoint, is these lows. We had a low here, move up, and then we had this low. Now, these are only 2 levels, but the point and psychology behind it is significant. Back here, a few weeks ago, this is where people finally decided to step in and say, you know what, I'm buying the stock here. That's good price. This is where I'm coming in at. The price went up and pulled back. Now, look where people are saying that same exact thing. Last week it pulled back, but it bounced right there, and people are saying at this price level now, all right, this is as low as I'm going to let it go for now. This is a good price. I want in. And not to state the obvious, but what do these two have? What are the differences between these two? Well, obviously this level is higher than this one, which is showing from a psychological standpoint that people are now seeing or thinking that this is a better bargain up here. And when that's the case, you can start to form uptrends. And if you're long, that's what you want. That's the name of the game, uptrends. You want to go with the trend, and you want the trend to be bullish, assuming you are not short the stock. So these higher lows here are very good and what you want to see. And that's just a good start. Now, if this level falls, is that the end of the world? Does that mean this chart's going to fall apart and you should sell? No, because you still do have this support level down here. Now, if the price were to come down here and go through that, then that's a situation where that would be a red flag, because you have now crashed through an area where previously people thought it was a good price. But I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves or speculate too much. That would take quite a bit because we are up here. But the point being, if this level does fail, that doesn't mean you should go jump out a window or anything, because you still do have this support level down there. Now, on the other side of the coin, let's look at some key battlegrounds in terms of resistance levels. The first one being just kind of going back to this previous high here, and you can see that it's got quite a bit of price congestion around that area. Now, as I've said in other videos, supports, resistance levels are not exact specific prices. They're zones. So if we base it right here, you can see that here we had a few areas where the price got knocked down. Here the price got knocked down. Here the price got knocked down. And then from the downside, sure, it didn't go up all the way, but it's within this zone. It's within the area of this resistance point. And that's really the key area right now that we want to see fall. So just to remind everybody that that is a resistance, change that to red. And this level over here is at 0.016, so that's the level that when the price and bulls get up there, that's going to be a key point to try to get through because once again, just looking at all this previous history here, there's been a lot of attempts where the price had tried to get through there, but interday and interweek, yes, it has gotten through there, but you can see all these upper wicks here. They've never been able to close above it. So that's going to be your key level, and that hopefully answers a lot of questions because a lot of people keep asking me, well, short term, what's really the key level that we want to see the chart get through? And to answer that, the question is 0.016. And remember, if you're a day trader, you really don't have any need for this. But if you're a longer term trader, then that is a level you want to look at. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. If the weekly chart comes up here and gets some closes above there, I'm sure I'll be back to update the video chart as it would be needed. But for the time being, chart's looking good. You're putting in higher lows. As always, keep your eye on this volume. Nice to see that volume this week is already bigger than it was last week. And if you do get up here and break through this 0.016, the more volume, the more confidence you can have in the break. So if you have any other questions, please let me know, and I'll be happy to try to help you out. On another note, I'd encourage you to check out bullmarketnewsletter.net. If you go there and sign up for the emailer, you will be sent a free ebook, which has been getting very good reviews. And then with your subscription, which is all free, no strings attached, you'll get trade setups, bullish chart setups, ideas, all sorts of things, educational things, from big boards down to penny stocks. And we've been making our members some good money. People have been learning, so learning and making money at the same time when it's free to you is a good deal. So it's worth at least checking out and giving it a try. One more time, this is NEOM. Thanks for listening.